All right. Good morning. This is Godigits weekly outlook for this week, and we are going to be looking at some pairs, and we're going to be speculating what might likely happen in those pairs for this week. And we've been doing this for this should be like the fourth video, and we've been consistent with our Euro USD, GP USD, AUD gold, and so far we've all seen the outcome of every prediction that was made, and it has been doing well. So this is going to be a fresh session, and I'm having together with me here two other technical analysts, and I would like them to introduce themselves. Mr. Pelumi.
Good morning, guys.
Are you here?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
All right. So Mrs. I say Mrs. Miss Damilola.
Hi, everyone.
Right. I will start with Euro USD first. It's Euro USD. I think this. So we're starting from the weekly time frame, as we usually do, to see what the pair has been doing so far for the week. For about all right, this is the weekly time frame, and currently, based on our past analysis, we are all looking at a sell, and so far, Euro USD has been selling. Let's just look at all this move from this swing point right here, swing high to this swing low, is an impulsive move. So this is a whole impulsive move leading to a break of structure that happens somewhere here. This is a break of structure, I believe. This is a break of structure too. I'm picking this place because this is what I see as the major low. This is also a break of structure, but then it broke both the structural point and then broke the structural point. So we have this impulsive move right here, and this impulsive move began from a supply zone on this side of the chart, and then normally based on our market structure rule, whenever we have a break of structure, the next thing we are looking for is a corrective move, and then this is the corrective move. So it just or some people call it pullback or retracement. Then after the retracement, we will now start looking for another impulsive move, and from the weekly time frame, we're already seeing a reversal pattern forming to show us that the market is about to, price is about to start another impulsive move. And that was why, and this is where there's a volume imbalance somewhere around here that is acting like a supply zone for price from here. You can see that there's a volume imbalance there, if you know what the volume imbalance is. So this is it. And then after price did tap into this zone, we had an immediate displacement right here, or we'll call it change of character, weekly change of character. We had the weekly change of character somewhere here. So you can see this change of character, pullback, break of structure, pullback, break of structure, change of character again. This change of character signifies that price is about to start selling again. And one of our first point of interest is this particular low that I marked here. So we've been predicting price to drop from this point for the past, since like a month ago, from this point, or more than a month ago. I say we started this prediction in the month of March. From this point, and we're looking at price dropping to this point, and so far we've been saying that that's what price has been doing for a long time. Price has been bleeding down to this swing low right here, and we're also looking at if price should break this low with a body closure, give us a minor pullback, we'll be having another drop in price to this low right here. Till then, we only have to follow price based on what price is doing per time. We are fluid with the market, and if the market decides to change dynamics, we are not going to tie our legs to it. We too are going to see change dynamics to our pattern of trading too. All right, let's go to the daily time frame. So this is the target for weekly time frame, this low. So let's check the daily time frame to see how we can come into this market. So from our weekly time frame, this is our directional bias is bearish. We've been bearish, and you can see, look at that change of character we saw on the weekly time frame here, and then the actual supply zone from is here was at this point. So the supply that after the change of character, we had the supply mitigated around here, and then daily time frame gave us a change of character here also. This, for me, this is a change of character on the daily time frame. So the daily time frame has aligned with the direction of the weekly time frame. A change of character, weekly change of character. Now we have a daily change of character. So this is already an alignment with the weekly time frame to show us that the weekly time frame is bearish. The daily time frame is also bearish. Okay, so we had our like I was saying, we had our supply here, and then this is where the daily time frame aligned bearish. So at this point, the daily time frame has aligned bearish together with the weekly time frame. So the both of them are both in the same directional movement right now. So price in the weekly time frame is showing us that we're going to be having a lot of sales. Price in the daily time frame has also showed us we're going to be having a lot of sales. So whatever we are doing, we're going to be looking for selling opportunity. Whatever we're doing, you can also look for buying opportunity if you are trading pullbacks from, because when a pullback on the higher time frame is a whole trend on a lower time frame. So, but that is if you are a good trader, obviously. But let's stick to our rules as Godigits. So this daily supply, this is where daily taps in the supply from here, and then we had the daily change of character, daily break of structure around this point. We had the daily break of structure around here. So this was a change of character. This is a break of structure and a violation of supply. This is a pure violation of supply zone. There was a supply here. This supply that price tapped into to give us this pullback, and then this pullback reaction. But this CPI, this impulsive move happened during CPI. This is a CPI move, and then look at what we had. We had a whole displacement and a break of structure. So that means, what are we going to be looking at again? We're going to be looking at price pulling back to a supply zone before another impulsive move again. So that is what we're going to be looking at. So since we've seen that price has given us a change of character on the daily time frame to align with the weekly time frame, and has also given us a change of character on the daily time frame. What we are going to be looking at overall right now is a supply zone that we can trade price from. And then looking to short price to this level right here. All these levels are liquidity points. That is, price is going to be attracted to this level. For those of you who trade liquidity, so you can see that this whole level is a liquidity point, and this level, there's a lot of buy stop, sell stop, or pending orders around here that price will be attracted to in the future, and which is already, or we can call it drawn liquidity. That's why I can decide to call this level a drawn liquidity, because it is already drawing price towards that level slowly. We only have just one more. This is a rejection block. One more rejection block that we act as the price has not yet. Okay, we didn't tap it. I was thinking this pullback came into it. Okay, all right. This is an impulsive move. but it didn't tap it. So that means we have one more point that might act as a minor rejection for price, but then it's not going to hold. I don't see it holding because of what from the weekly time frame. We've seen that the weekly time frame is bearish. The daily time frame too is bearish. I'm not seeing this level holding this, because this whole level will break. I mean, we break very seriously. So even if at this point in the future, this can act as a rejection point for price, like that is maybe price will mitigate the supply, then come into here and reject, probably giving us another one last daily pullback before the break of this particular low, probably then, or we might just see price breaking through it, just breaking through it. Although that's happening, I'm not seeing it like there's just price just breaking through all these levels like that. I'm expecting that price should come here, give us another form of pullback, and then the last break we now have from the last impulsive move that price will not take. It will be what price we use to now give us a break of this low right here. All right, I think that is it for Euro USD. Let me just look at the 4 hours time frame. Let's see where we can join this sell, where we can join the sell from. Right now, from what we are seeing here, I marked this place as my supply zone, valid supply zone, because if you want to look at what daily this is a supply that has been mitigated, and we have another supply here that has been mitigated too. Well, this is a whole supply that was mitigated too. So that means the daily time frame, that means price trading, this pullback trading into this area is not possible. So I'm looking at this area as the unmitigated supply zone that price will likely come into, mitigate it, and then begin the sell from. So this is where I'm looking at, and I'm also looking at that area because of it's valid. We can see that there's a candle sweep right here that shows that liquidity was taken before the impulsive move started. You can see also, we can also see that there was also trend line liquidity that was also grabbed. Look, this is inner trend line. So this is the liquidity that price took out also for this move to happen. Price took out this move. So this is a buy to sell move, and then this is where the supply is, right at this place. Those of you who know supply and demand very well, you know that this is what this is called. They call it rally-based drop kind of supply zone, and it also took out a liquidity point. I think it swept a candle, and then we had the displacement of a daily low. So this is a very valid supply for me, based on what I've explained. It's very valid for me. So I'm going to be picking this supply, and this is what I'm going to be using as my pivot point for whatever I'm going to be doing in Euro USD. All right, so my entry time frame is usually my 4 hours time frame and 1 hour time frame. I can decide to do I can decide to do sniper entry with 15 minutes, 5 minutes time frame, depending. But then I'm focused on more on the 1 hour, 4 hours and 1 hour. So I'll go to the 4 hours time frame, and we're going to break down this price so far. This is what we have on the, this is how my, since price began this pullback almost on the 12th of April, that is immediately after we had CPI, the week of CPI. The following week, price began pullback. We had a displacement here and a change of character. Then price came to mitigate this place and gave us a break of structure right here. We had this demand here, which in the future price came, tap into this demand and give us another displacement or a break of structure again, and also violated this supply right here. There's a supply zone. If you look at it from the lower time frame, you see that this is a very valid supply, and that's why price reacted from it to give us this whole move right here. This whole move we have right here. So now we have a break of structure again, and this supply zone has been mitigated. So this is the supply zone I'm looking. It's the demand zone rather. I'm looking that price should come into, tap, and then give us the final buy to this supply zone right here. and then this will be looking, this for me will be acting like my inducement, this particular high right here, because I believe people should, because of this movement, a lot of people should start placing their selling orders right from this point, and I believe price might be attracted to it also. I'm not saying that price should come here before, must come to this zone before mitigating the supply. If price takes out this high, mitigate the supply, I'm not going to be holding this, my buyers with this demand zone anymore. I'm going to be seeing it as invalid. I will delete my pending orders because price will sweep everything under this low. That's why I put this trend line here. This is a strong liquidity point. When we have a lot of mitigated supplies and demand or supply zone like this, is a very strong point that attract price a lot. So I'm going to be removing whatever orders I'm placing here. But then if price did not mitigate the supply and the price comes to this demand, I will hold my buyers strongly. My orders are already there. When price taps me in, I'm expecting price to sell from here, and buy from here and buy to this point, which is might probably do it this week, which is going to be giving me around 154 pips. And that is it for the week. For Euro USD, I believe you understand what I'm saying. Thank you. So we're going to be going to our next pair, or should we just rejoin again? All right. So based on our timing, we have six minutes left. So we're going to be ending this Zoom meeting. Then we're going to be rejoining again. So
Okay. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
My name is Sharon, Oluwadamilola or Sharon. But before we go on, I'd like to clarify that I am a newbie, but I'm going to try my possible best to analyze this and then have my mentors advise me on whether or not I did well. Okay, so today I will be talking about GBP USD, GU, and then we're starting with the weekly time frame. We can all see this bearish move, an impulsive move that broke structure. It broke this structure here. Can we all see that? So this
Yes, I'm seeing it.
it broke this particular structure, and then there was a retracement or a pullback, whichever one you like to call it. And then in this pullback, we'll see that markets are still giving us a change of character. So on this pullback now, there's a low, there's an high, and then instead of continuing higher, the market gives change of character here. Let me use the trend lines. Give me. Okay. So there was a change of here. My name is Angela. But basically on this part, you can see my there was a change of
Yes,
character.
I'm seeing it.
There was a change of character. Okay, so after the change of character, there was another pullback. So we're expecting, or I am expecting, market to come back like down here, because it has shown that the market is sell, basically because of the change of character. So we're waiting for confirmation for all of that, but not here. So basically, the bias from the weekly time frame is that market is going to sell. Yeah. So we go down to the daily time frame to check if that's aligned with the weekly time frame. Okay. So this is the daily time frame. We can see that. Do you remember from the weekly time frame there was a back to the observant. So this is that pullback here. Give us higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, like that, until point where markets broke that particular trend and give us a change of character here with this particular candle here. So markets give a change of character, and as such, the daily time frame as aligned with the weekly time frame in bias that the market is most likely going to sell. And when it sells, I'm looking at it to sell to this point. It's almost similar to what Sai's experienced where you're at this point and this point. The market is like yeah. Then that's why I'm still here on daily time. And then I would 4 hours. Okay. So from the 4 hour time, the first thing I'm seeing an upper block here and fair value gap. And then I can see that market sort of engineered liquidity around this point. This is also a fair value. It's supposed to be a valid fair value gap and upper block, but market violated. It reacted there, of course, and then there was a little pullback and then violated it. So I'm looking for a particular upper block here to hold. So I'm looking for to this point, eventually. Now I'm not sure if that's this week or if markets sorry. Okay, so I don't know if markets or come back to liquidity here before going back and then before selling down to we'll check for a daily. This is the daily. So markets can either come here or it could go either way. Eventually, my bias is that market is going to come to this other block and then sell with the daily here, and then eventually sell to the weekly low. But I'm not sure if that's going to happen this week. I don't know if markets will maybe come up here first and then sell directly, or if it's going to come down to this point, sweep some liquidity, and then before going back and then selling. So that's what my bias on GU. So what do you guys think?
Yeah, it's actually nice. Also, the sell from the supply zone or the upper block is actually good. The bias is actually nice. Same bias.
Right. So I'm expecting though is the same thing. Then I'm looking at also news also playing a role in this sale. And the news I'm looking at is CPI news. We last week NFP news we had a heavy buy on our pairs like AUD/USD, GBP/USD, Euro/USD. We had the reaction that the data of the news gave was a buy. So I'm also saying that CPI should give us a sell because NFP normally that's how it has always been for long. Whenever NFP buys, CPI will sell. Whenever NFP sells, CPI buys. Do you get?
Yeah.
I'm hoping, and we have CPI this week. That should be Wednesday. So what I'm seeing is before Wednesday, I'm also seeing that price will likely come into the supply zone before Wednesday.
Okay.
Because unless CPI will not give us the major sell, but if CPI if the major sell starts from CPI data release, and CPI now decide confirms CPI. The release of CPI now confirms a weak dollar. We should be going to be having a strong dollar. We'll be having a sell on GBP from this supply here. That's what I'm saying, and it's a very valid supply because it has. If you can see that there were one of the lower value for supply, there must be a liquidity grab before and after the supply zone, on which we did. There's a candle sweep. I don't know if you can see what I'm talking about. That's a supply zone.
Yeah.
If you zoom closer to it, just look at price action around that zone. You see that marks that place as a very valid zone. Yeah, look at the candlestick, the one that gave us a fake change of character before the one that gave us a fake change of character to the buy side. The NFP move, within the NFP move.
Which one is the NFP moves?
All right, I think how will I use to? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, I'm just looking this way.
Did you say something?
All right, no, all right, don't worry. I'm just saying that supply is valid for me also. It's valid because of the confirmation it gave me before the sell happened. That supply marked is valid. I'm also saying that if you also look at the daily time frame with your Fibonacci retracement tool, you see that supply falls around between 78% and 61 point something percent. Between that, just draw your Fibonacci tool from the swing high to the swing low. Yes, from that swing high to the swing low. So you can see that even with your premium and discount tool is right above your premium zone. It's just above at a premium zone. If you also convert this premium discount to a Fibonacci retracement tool, you also see that supply is around a good point to also look at selling the market from, shorting the market from. So the analysis is right according to my own what I'm also seeing in the market. It's aligning. I don't know if Mr. Pelumi has something different. Maybe
No.
Mr. Pelumi is saying something else.
No, I'm not seeing anything else. I don't have any contrary opinions to the analysis.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Okay, let me just quickly go ahead. So this is AUD USD. So I'm starting from the weekly time frame. Looking from the weekly time frame, without any indicator, we can see that the trend is actually bearish. So I'm expecting a set to this particular demand zone. So from this weekly time frame, I'll be going to the daily time frame to continue what the bias is saying. So the daily time frame, the weekly time frame is actually bearish in the sense that it's giving us a series of higher, lower high and lower low and lower high. So look, this is it, lower high, lower low. So this price sweep the external liquidity from here. It's sold, giving us another this one now. So this place now actually swept the external liquidity that is down. From here, we're actually looking for sell to the downside also. Same thing to this place. Price actually tapping the supply zone from this place, from this particular, and that's why we're having the sell from. So from this weekly time frame, I'll be going to the daily time frame. So from our daily time frame, we can see that we have a supply zone that has been holding from the weekly time frame. So from the daily time frame, we can see obviously that we have this break of structure. So we have this supply zone. You can choose to call it order block. We have the supply zone, but I refined it to the week, and that's where we're having it. So from here, I'm going to the H4. Looking at the daily time frame, it's clearly obvious that the trend is bearish. We have this another change of character from here. The change of character from here. So meaning that we have this, it said is meant to continue. So from here, let me just delete it so we don't have too much lines drawn on the chart. So I'm going to the H4 time frame from here. So from the H4 time frame, we can see that price is currently at the supply zone. The reason why I'm not using all the supply zone that are there is because this supply zone has already been mitigated by this. It has been mitigated already. So the supply zone that we have next is this unmitigated one that I've drawn before. And looking at it from the structure, after the break of structure, all these ones serve as our liquidity point, serve as our engineering liquidity, and price swept it. We have this fair value gap over here. So price actually filled the fair value gap, tapping into the supply zone. I'm using the week of the supply zone as a to refine my supply zone. And looking at it, we can see that price actually swept this high, sweeping this our external liquidity, giving us a sweep. So from here now, I'm looking for a sell. So from my H4, I'm going to M15, the smaller time frame, to look for a change of character to actually capitalize on the sell. So looking at it from my M15 time frame, there's no any sell yet. There's no any change of character yet. This is my last pullback. I'll be expecting. This is the last pullback that was there. That will actually give me my change of character. So from this pair now, this is what I'll be looking at. I'll be expecting price to do a change of character to tell me that the trend is actually changing. When it's going back, probably give me something like an inducement to sweep this inducement, tapping and a supply zone at the top. So this one will have like maybe an inducement to tap into the supply zone or anything for actually selling. Or if price did not actually do all this, from here, from here, I'm just looking for sale basically. So that is my opinion on AUD this year. I will not waste much of our time. Let me just stop here.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing, sir.
I think go back to that daily time frame.
Right.
Okay. So I'm also, if you watch here, that our supply zone, because I had that supply zone marked as soon as I got that break of structure. Exactly where you mark your change of character, exactly where my change of character was, and then my break of structure, then that supply zone was marked, was where I had. But you know that AUD has one particular characteristics. It has been doing this for a very long time. It tends to sweep highs and lows a lot. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
AUD will always be sweeping high. I don't know why it does that a lot. But I'm also looking at, you know, that our supply zone that we marked has already been swept. Not even. You look very close to the daily time frame. If you look at it very well, the daily time frame, you see that there was a sweep of that supply there.
Yeah.
I'm also expecting some more from it. I'm looking for, so from that point, I'm looking for a selling opportunity at this point. But I'm seeing price should give us another sweep again before that sells.
Sweeping this high, Abi.
Yes, or this current high. Exactly. Either that high or the high that swept this supply. If you doesn't sweep that high, you should sweep this high that swept the supply, or sweep this high totally and sweep. And if you look to your left, there's a supply zone somewhere here for that change of character. Yes, where your cursor is around that zone. Yes, exactly. That zone. No. Draw it up. Not exactly. That's zone.
So that means what they're trying to say that this high serve as the inducements to this supply.
Yes. Even this that place is an inducement to that supply. This supply. And though we've seen
Please proceed, sir.
though we've seen a mitigation to that supply zone. But if you look very well, look at that particular county. Look at that place you mark the supply now. From that county you marked, I want you to drag this in your box. Just only that candle. Only that candle. From the low of the candle to the high of the candle.
The candle that sleep or which one?
The candle you used to draw your box. Like that. Just yes.
It's already on the high and low. Yeah, it's already on the high and low.
No, look at where you mark your supply.
Okay.
That candle there, the candle you draw your box, you drew your box from. That
Okay.
particular candle. Are you seeing it?
Yeah, I'm seeing this candle now.
Yes. Is that the high and low?
Yeah, that's the high and low now.
Draw the
That is
low. No, that's not the low. That's not the low. The low of the candle is very weak. Exactly. No. Yeah, the low exactly. Before that fair value down. You know that candle swept this high. Check there was a sweep of the previous candle.
Yeah.
Exactly. The last two candles were swept before that candle that gave us a serious displacement. So this candle that even gave us a change of character we swept. This positive move that gave us a change of character, and they left the fair value gap. And the supply has not been mitigated. I don't know if that price coming here as supply. I don't know, it might happen, it might not happen. Price might still just start selling from there. But I'm just, because of this, I'm only saying because of this that happened there. This supply, I don't trade liquidity to liquidity. I trade supply, so supply and demand. You get. So this is the place for me to end. I'm only looking at price. Since there was a sweep of external liquidity here, are you getting it? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you, boss.
Since there is a sweep of external liquidity here, this zone has become invalid to me. I'm no longer looking at this zone anymore. I will start looking at this supply there, which is that point, and that's the highest point there will now be the inducement for that supply. So yeah, it's a perfect supply because it gave us a displacement, like a change of parameter. It has fair value gap. Then there's an inducement, there's an inducement right at that zone. So that is a perfect way for me to mark as my next supply. Since we are validated, that's what I'm saying for PTOs. Let's check the power stand. Let's see the power stand. Because I believe most times there's this issue I normally play with a lot. Okay, this is the power stand. We had this is the price action of our time frame. That's same supply we are looking up to, as you can see that is showing the same thing. So I'm just looking at that place as my next supply zone. Even if price doesn't get there, I don't have any business joining this. There's only two things that can make me join the sale of AGSD. One is if price gives me a mitigation of that supply, then I can join aggressively, like just put pending orders and then join aggressively without even looking for any lower time frame confirmation. But if price does not tap that, probably price just weak out the inducement, or maybe from that point where you are, price can start selling. It can. I'm not saying it should do like this. We're only looking at what price has been doing in the past to be able to know how we can join the next price movement. So the moment, if from that point I get like you said, a lower time frame confirmation entry confirmation from exactly that point where price is now, that's the 0.66250 where price currently is. If price gives us a lower time frame confirmation, maybe the 15 minutes time frame, which is one of the best time frame I use for lower time frame confirmation. It gives us a proper lower time frame confirmation in the 15 minutes time frame. I can decide to now join the sell without even going to that supply. But I will still hold my bias on that supply until further notice.
All right, boss.